Coming up on today's episode of Airborne-Unlimited, D-Day Squadron rides again in 2024. EAA inducts 2023 Hall of Famers. Republic Airways enters hiring fray with $100,000 bonuses. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. D-Day Squadron rides again in 2024. The Commemorative Air Force has announced a redux of its popular 2019 tour for 2024, which will bring the Douglas C-47 and DC-3 around the country to make the 75th anniversary of the Berlin Airlift. The logistical troubles that accompany a wagon train of vintage air-cooled radial engine multis will likely result in a small number of varied aircraft throughout the actual tour, but they'll be on brand for the D-Day Squadron. Starting May 18, 2024, the D-Day Squadron will depart Oxford Waterbury Airport in Connecticut and head eastward across the Atlantic Ocean, following the original Blue Spruce route. The CAF said, quote, "With multiple aircraft still working to prepare, we are expected to roll out a second phase of announcements featuring nearly a dozen historic aircraft involved in the mission," end quote. For now, at least, today's roster is expected to be joined by a trio of European-based C-47s from France, Finland, and Sweden. Chris Volpe, wing leader of the Dallas-Fort Worth wing of the CAF, said, quote, "We're excited to join the D-Day Squadron to commemorate the 80th anniversary of Operation Overlord. As the U.S. naval aircraft, ready for duty, and her crew are honored to represent the contributions of the U.S. Navy at this historic event," end quote. Coming up after the break, Canadian initiative funds regional airports in air safety push.
Flying is my entire life. It's all that I've ever known. I've relied on Hartzell Propeller since about 1995. Hartzell means much more than a propeller. It's a relationship. When you hear the phrase built on honor, they care about us as pilots, they care about our community, and they care about the product they build. It's such a proud honor to fly behind that propeller.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. Canadian initiative funds regional airports in air safety push. The Canadian government is investing $500,000 into the aeronautical ecosystem in Northern Ontario, enhancing safety with improvements to grounds and equipment. The funding will be issued under Transport Canada's Airports Capital Assistance Program, issuing $382,500 to the Moosonee Airport and $163,625 to the Greater Sudbury Airport. The Capital Assistance Program has already worked with both airports in the past, with 2022 granting $1.2 million to Moosonee Airport. General Atomics launches Mojave UAV from HMS Prince of Wales. General Atomics Aeronautical System shook out its STOL system for the Mojave UAS in conjunction with the Royal Navy's HMS Prince of Wales. The demo took place as the Prince of Wales was underway off the U.S., allowing GAASI a fairly low-risk test environment. The aircraft was controlled by aircrew aboard the ship, who put it through its paces in the same sorts of pattern work a student pilot would run through. Takeoffs, approaches, patterns, and go-arounds proved out the utility of GAASI's STOL equipment kit for its smaller, lighter Mojave demonstrator. Drone Express's Courier offers 85-pound payload. Drone Express showed off their new DE 2023 Phoenix quadcopter, a small courier drone aimed squarely at the burgeoning UAV delivery market. The model sits in that comfortable size range to carry payloads up to 85 pounds, covering a large breadth of packages in the domestic logistics chain. Range is adequate, with a 20-mile circle from its launch point allowing for passable coverage of a good chunk of the average metro area. With additional delivery hubs, that should do just fine. RTX nails 1 megawatt motor test. Raytheon's hybrid electric prototype managed to nail a recent power test, showing a full 1 megawatt output at full tilt and a promising development for sustainable flight. The 1 megawatt motor will be combined with a Pratt & Whitney engine, resulting in a combo that offers a 30% improvement in fuel efficiency and CO2 emissions over today's regional commuter craft fleet. The electric generators in use today pale in comparison to the Collins equipment used on the RTX aircraft, offering about 1/4 of the power with twice the heat loss and weight. That's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. EAA inducts 2023 Hall of Famers. This year's new batch of EAA pioneers has been added to the Halls of Fame, with a handful representing each category served by the EAA. The Homebuilders Hall of Fame saw the induction of Neil Loving, the Vintage Aircraft Association Hall of Fame John Parrish Sr., the International Aerobatic Club Hall of Fame Lou Shattuck, the Warbirds of America Hall of Fame Charles Chuck Greenhill, and the Ultralights Hall of Fame Paul Mather. Two of the inductees, Neil Loving and Chuck Greenhill, were posthumous additions. Along with the inductions, Jim Casper of Oshkosh, Wisconsin received the Henry Kimberly Leadership Award in recognition of his volunteer services to the EAA. The association said, quote, "The EAA Sport Aviation Halls of Fame were established to honor the outstanding achievements of men and women in aviation who share the spirit of EAA and its community." Those inducted into the Halls of Fame are selected by their peers for myriad contributions made to their respective areas of aviation, end quote. And after these messages, Republic Airways enters hiring fray with $100,000 bonuses.
Skyleader Aircraft offers a lineup of the most powerful, durable, and efficient light sport aircraft in the industry. From trainers to roomy cockpits for long hauls, Skyleader has an aircraft for you. And the best part? They're in your budget. Skyleader's base prices are set low to give you room to customize your aircraft to your needs, desires, and wallet, allowing you to put your money where it matters to you most. Visit flyskyleader.com today to learn about our aircraft, customization options, and chat with the team.
Welcome back. Republic Airways enters hiring fray with $100,000 bonuses. Republic Airways announced a new program for experienced aviators hopping aboard in the coming months, with $100,000 in sign-on bonuses on offer. Like usual, the bonuses primarily aim to entice pilots who already have command time in a Part 121 or Part 135 operation, with the requisite experience to walk right onto the left seat. Republic, just like the rest of the regional airline field, has seen plenty of its captain base enticed away by larger carriers in recent years. Given the life of a regional captain, the Embraer fleet simply has a hard time retaining a qualified officer when they look wistfully across the tarmac to the legacy carriers and their luxurious wide-body jets in all their sprawling glory. The Republic program tries to bridge that apparent gap in compensation, adding immediate pilot-in-command opportunity, guaranteed interview programs with Delta and United, no junior manning, 10 domestic bases, and a state-of-the-art training center. Quote, Republic Airways pilots enjoy leading rates, work rules, and a quality of life. We are uniquely positioned to offer our pilots the best paths to a rewarding long-term career at Republic or transition to the mains through our strong partnerships with American, Delta, and United, elevating opportunities in your professional and personal development, end quote. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. We'll be taking a break the rest of the week to celebrate the holiday. Airborne will be back on Monday. Thanks for watching.